All right, we are live. What is going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. And we will, let me pull them up, jump in to the stats for. I do have a poll up. Who do you think will win? And this is based on BetMGM's odds. They have Denny Hamlin at plus 500, Martin Truex Jr. plus 550, Kyle Larson plus 550, Kyle Busch plus 650, and William Byron at plus 650. Those are all your favorites. Everybody else, we'll get into that in just a minute. Everybody else, much longer odds, according to BetMGM. And right now, it looks like I had to combine them because YouTube only gives me four options, so I had to put the two Kyles together. And right now, they're winning at 40%. Truex and Hamlin are tied at 21%. Fast Willie B getting 16% right now. But let's get into the preview. Well, the best average finish at Pocono since February of 2020, that would be 5 races. Kyle Larson has been in 3 of those races. He has 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, and an average finish of 5.3. Clint Boyer, obviously not racing, is the next best with 7.5. Be a super aggressive bet if you bet on him for anytime purposes only. Kevin Harvick is next at 8.4. Brad Keselowski at 9.4. William Byron at 9.6. Martin Truex Jr. at 10.4. Eric Almirola 10.6. Alex Bowman 11.0. Denny Hamlin 11.2. Matt Kenseth 11.5 in 2 races. But the next behind him is going to be Chase Elliott and then Bubba Wallace. So that'll be your actual top 10 once you pull out Matt Kenseth and Clint Boyer. So let's go to previous winners because that's usually a pretty good predictor of who will win again. Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Kevin Harvick are all your past previous winners. And the other thing I like to look at, of course, is laps led. 125 laps led for Kyle Busch, 92 for Denny Hamlin, 65 for Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch with 47, 44 for Brad Keselowski, 40 for Martin Truex Jr., and then everybody else is in the 30s or teens. William Byron, 35, Alex Bowman, 34, Kyle Larson, 33. So there you go. Lining up pretty good for the favorites that Vegas picked. Looks like Eric Almirola is going to sort of be he'd be sort of like your underdog pick or whatever you want to call it like that. He's looking like he's got pretty good numbers here. Also, another good track for Brad Keselowski here. So those sort of would be 2 guys I would keep on my radar. This is typically a Toyota track. So Truex and let's look at these odds again real quick. Yeah, so Truex and Hamlin, probably a pretty good pick. I like Larson and Busch. They've got them as your favorites. William Byron, just the speed he showed in qualifying is pretty good. Tyler Reddick, they got him at plus 110. Or plus 1,100, I should say. Ryan Blaney plus 1,200. Kevin Harvick plus 1,400. Chase Elliott plus 1,800. Christopher Bell 2,200. And then, you got your long odds from there. Let's see if we've got Eric Almirola had pretty good numbers here. Where do they got him at? Yeah, so Eric Almirola at plus 20,000. That's a pretty good value bet based on the numbers we were just looking at there. So, all right, jump into the chat and see what you guys want to talk about. Byron takes the W from the poll today, says, "See Kyle, not Kyle." I agree with that. I don't know if he'll take the W, but I think he's going to have a good run. I think he's going to have a good shot at it. Obviously, this car is super aero sensitive. So starting and having that clean air is definitely going to help. Hi, fellas. Gut feeling is Denny Hamlin, says Roofer. I'm still formulating who I think is going to win. We'll go back and look at those numbers here in just a minute. I'm still trying to figure out. Willie B, though, I'm kind of leaning toward him. Not typically a Chevrolet track, though. Let's see here. Mark Barnum saying, "What's up to Roofer?" 1,000 horsepower next gen, says Willie B as well. Napa Racing fan, Denny Pocono Hamlin is winning. I'm definitely thinking about him too. We'll have the most wins all time with 7, beating Jeff Gordon with 6. That would be pretty much a crazy stat because I just remember Jeff Gordon was dominant there. And before him, Mark Martin seemed to be the man at Pocono. Super Roofer saying, "What's up to Mark?" Juan Camillo says Hamlin is very likable. When he won Pocono the first time, it was a great story. A lot of good feelings for him. I don't even remember his first win there. But I remember he should have won last year, and they took the win away from him because of the tape or whatever, which was a super chintzy penalty. But at the end of the day, cheating's cheating. So I mean, if NASCAR deemed it cheating, it is what it is. But man, imagine winning a race and getting thrown out for two extra pieces of tape. I don't know. The rap guys let them down there. I don't know. Napa racing fan Byron should have won at Pocono twice previously, especially 2021, where they told him save fuel when it was way too late. Yeah, that's true. Like that was a technical error from the crew chief there. Hamlin can't cheat today, so he won't win. Says 1,000 horsepower next gen. So there you go, 1,000 horsepower. He thought the two extra pieces of tape provided a significant advantage there. I don't know one way or the other. I mean, they didn't have it on there for no reason, I'm sure. Camaro 50, what's up, everyone? Reefer saying what's up to Camaro. Howdy from the land of lakes and fire. What's up, Robin Marks? What's up, Canada? Juan Camilo saying Finland. Robin is from Canada. 1,000 horsepower says, how many people are actually going to watch the full race? I'm gonna watch the full race. I'm gonna watch the whole thing. Maple syrup too. Denny wants to win to pass Jeff Gordon in wins at Pocono. Yeah, that's definitely going to be an extra motivating factor, no doubt about it. They need to change the practice and qualifying format if they want 2 rounds of qualifying. Top 10 and second round, fine. Quit separating practice and qualifying in groups, though. Yeah, that is pretty odd. It is pretty odd. If they're going to separate anything, just have them run 2 heat races for qualifying position. It would be far more entertaining, and people would actually pay for a ticket to watch qualifying races. But that's just my opinion. That's just my 2 cents. And if something happens, you've got a day to fix the cars. Maybe his first win. I remember his mother was there. Maybe interview with him. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Gives teams an unfair advantage. Hendrick had all 4 in the top 10 in practice. But all 4 were in Group B. All Penske cars in Group A. I don't get it. Yeah, it's just I don't know why they separate it like that. I'm sure they have some reasoning, but I don't know exactly what their reasoning is. Jenna Allison saying Rowdy fan for life. Kyle Busch has really good numbers here. I wouldn't sleep on him either. And Toyota and Joe Gibbs just won a race last week, so Kyle Busch is going to be super motivated because they can say what they will. Kyle Busch wants to outrun his former team and his former manufacturer. But let me look at those numbers again, see if I can sort of formulate who I think I'm going to pick to win this race. Let's go back to average finish. You got Larson, Harvick, Keselowski, and Byron. Then you go to laps led. Kyle Busch. I don't know, man. By the numbers, it's looking like Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, or Eric Almirola. Like it's pretty solid, and Brad Keselowski's in that mix as well. But it's pretty solid. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola. I feel like Denny Hamlin is going to be the popular pick because he's driving a Toyota, and Toyotas are typically good here. And also, Denny Hamlin has the most wins of any active driver, tied for the most wins all time, obviously. So I don't want to pick a favorite because it's just boring. But by the numbers, probably Denny Hamlin wouldn't be a bad pick. But I'm going to go also by the numbers, just being contrarian. I'm going to go Kyle Busch, and your sleeper pick is going to be Eric Almirola. So I'm going Kyle Busch and Eric Almirola as your sleeper. Those are my picks there. But obviously, the Hendrick cars have speed. And I wouldn't count out the Penske cars because they had speed in practice too. But I'm just going to go by the numbers there because that's just what I do. Let's see here. KB or Byron winning today says next gen. So there you go. He's going with Kyle Busch as well and Fast Willie B. I'm not a Hamlin fan. Also, let's a lot of William Byron. So let's look at William Byron's actual numbers here too. Let me jump back over here. William Byron, average finish of 9.6. So he knows how to get it done here. He has 1 top 5. This is since February of 2020, by the way. So 5 races. In 5 races, he has 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, 5 top 20s, has led 35 laps, average start of 12th, best finish of 3rd. So yeah, he's definitely been in the mix, and I'm pretty sure he can get it done. So yeah, he's got good numbers here. So he is definitely not a bad pick. He's got speed, and he's going to show him how it's done. I'm not a Hamlin fan by any stretch, but the tape debacle was BS. I sided with Denny on that one, says Roofer. Yeah, I think even Chase Elliott sided with him on that one because he was like, "I don't even want the trophy; he can keep it." So it was pretty odd. But at the end of the day, I mean, a rule's a rule. So what do you do if you catch it? So if you catch it, you got to do something, right? So it's a tough situation to be in. Juan Camillo says not to harp on about Hamlin, but feeling he might win this one. Fix the politics around him. He could. I thought I don't know what the last part of that was about, but yeah, I think without a doubt, Denny Hamlin's got to be one of your favorites at this particular track for sure. Like he was good in practice. It's by far probably his best track, I would say, and it's a track that usually favors Toyotas, at least here recently. So I would say yeah, he's got a really good chance of winning. Take a shot every time Junior Motorsports chokes a race away, says Jeff. So there you go. If you want to play the Xfinity drinking game, they I don't want to say they choked one away, but Josh Berry uncharacteristically was driving over his head there. But shout out to Austin Hill. That was also another interesting thing. You saw all the guys from Colleague come over there and congratulate Austin Hill. So it looks like RCR does have some influence over Colleague because I know they wanted to bring up Austin Hill. So it looks like Austin Hill will be driving that 31 next year, which sort of clears up the situation as to why Justin Haley went to Rick Ware Racing. Looks like Austin Hill was probably going to be in that ride either way. So I don't think he was being invited back to the 31. So that's makes a little bit more sense now why he made the move he made. But let's get back to the preview here because we got some more comments to read here. How about Harvick? He's usually solid at Pocono. Yeah, so we looked at Harvick's numbers earlier, and he definitely is really good here. So let's go to old Happy Harvick here. Average finish of 8.4. He has won here previously in the last 5 races, 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s. I mean, typical Kevin Harvick stuff there. Best finish, 21st. Worst finish, 27th. And he has led 28 laps, including one of those being the final lap, at least one of those times. So, yeah, Harvick, definitely a good pick, no doubt about it. So I did, I was just going by the numbers, so it wasn't intentional, but I did leave the Ford camp out. I did say Keselowski had good numbers, but let's, if you want to pick a Ford driver, yeah, it looks like average finish. If you're going by average finish and want to pick a Ford driver that way, it's going to be Keselowski. And if you want to go by sort of the laps led deal, it's actually going to be Eric Almirola. I didn't leave Ford out because I picked Eric Almirola as my sleeper. So if you want to make the Ford pick, I would look at Eric Almirola and Brad Keselowski. They look to be super strong here as far as your Ford guys go. Let's see here. Group B is usually faster than Group A too. Typical NASCAR, making something complicated when it doesn't have to be. Eliminate groupings and have happy hour. Yeah, like the old way of doing practice was fine with me. Like if you're going to change up anything, make them do heat races. Make everything the Gatorade duels at every racetrack. Will the diffusers over the bumps be an issue? That's a good question, Brickyard Brickhead. I don't know. They haven't been necessarily in the past, but you never know because NASCAR has made some safety adjustments. So you'll have to we'll have to see how that plays out if that changed the ride height or anything like that. If I'm Justin Marks, I get Ross to take out Denny and Byron. Then Suarez can get a win. I'm going to be cheering for Noah for fun. I beat up on him. Now I feel bad. I think Ross and him are friends. Yeah, they're actually friends. They work out together and stuff like that. That's they had put that behind them within days of the fisticuffs going down. Where is Denny starting? That's a good question. I actually don't have that pulled up. So let me. NASCAR was being funny earlier today, so I had to take it. Yeah, let me see if I can pull up NASCAR.com. Hopefully this doesn't crash the live stream because my internet is trash. Where's it at? I'm not used to the still loading. It's still loading. So I'm gonna give it a minute to load. We'll jump down to these other ones. Camaro 50, my prediction for the race. My prediction for the race is Hamlin first, Truex second, Busch third. Hamlin and Truex get DQ'd after finding bubble gum under the spoilers, giving them an unfair advantage in downforce. KFB gets the W, says Camaro 50. Oh man, hopefully we don't get another tape gate yet. Bubble gum, unapproved bubble gum on the spoiler from Camaro 50. Glocktopus says, "What's up to all the burger heads? Say Kyle, not Kyle, Baloney, Stupid Roofer, Mark. What's up, Glock? Good to have you on here as always, my friend. Let's see here. Thousand Power says already spurging out in Hamlin. So there you go. What's up, Glocktopus? Like Denny Hamlin, without a doubt, has a good chance of getting the win here. There's no doubt about that. This is if ever there was a track suited for a race car driver, this track and Denny Hamlin are like peas and carrots. Let's see. I get NBC has the British Open golf today, but it sucks. NASCAR and IndyCar is on at the same time. Both start at 2:30. Oh, it's going to be a tough one. I wonder what the ratings are going to look like. NASCAR, IndyCar on NBC, NASCAR on USA. So NASCAR will probably take the hit because it's on cable. So NASCAR will probably be lower rated, maybe, than golf. It's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Roofer saying, "What's up to Glocktopus?" William Wagaman, Young Money for the win. 1,000 horsepower going with Young Money as well. Bumblebee, what's up? Anyone else remember when people thought Byron was the fourth best driver at HMS and everyone said Kyle Petty was crazy? Good times. I do remember that. I knew it would take him a little while. Some drivers, it just takes them a little while. He took an unconventional method to get the cup. Unconventional at the time. It's pretty much the same method everybody uses now. But when you take that, he didn't have as much seat time as other people, other than iRacing. So it took him a little while to get accustomed to this level. But now that he's gotten accustomed to it, you're seeing why Hendrick hung on to him. They knew that the potential was there, and they were very sure that he would reach it. Let's see. Glock saying, "What's up, the Bumblebee? NASCAR will be on TV with IndyCar on phone for me. Don't tell David Land that though," says Napa Racing fan. So yeah, David Land, the quintessential IndyCar man. Without David Land, I think half the people wouldn't get the information they get about IndyCar. He does a great job over there on his channel. Way more subscribers than me, but he doesn't need my help. But if you're into IndyCar, definitely check out David Land. Hamlin is starting 8th, says Camaro 50. So Hamlin is starting 8th, and my ADD, I'd already forgotten that I pulled that up. But yes, okay. So here we go. It is finally pulled up all the way, and I can get to that. So let me pull that up. So I've got the starting lineups in place. All right, so that's it. All right, we are having technical difficulties, it appears, says Bumblebee. Say Kyle, not Kyle. Hopefully, well, it's looking good on my end, so I don't know. Hopefully, it's not wigging out too hard on you guys' end. But I'm pretty sure every time I click something over there, it probably makes it wig out. Byron is currently the best HMS driver, NASCAR alone. Larson will always be first all-around driver, says Napa Racing fan. What's up, EB? Saying Roofer. Hamlin starting 8th, so Hamlin is starting 8th. William Wagman, Haley Deegan started 32nd, finished 13th. Happy birthday, says William Wagman. So a good finish for Haley Deegan there. Baloney loads a big spreadsheet. Internet dies. Hey, there you go. So apparently the internet did die. So there you go. I won't be pulling up any more pages. Apparently that has caused an issue. Brad K wins on fuel strategy, says Bruce Garvey. I grew up next to a golf course, took lessons. I'm good. Love the game, but I hate watching it. It's boring, says Robin Marks. That's how I feel about some sports. I like playing wiffle ball, softball, baseball, any version of that, but the announcers kill it for me. They just slow the game down. They don't make the game very exciting. So it's really hard for me to watch it on TV, but I can go watch it live with no announcer, and I can really enjoy it watching it live. I guess because I can look at, same thing with racing, I can look at whatever I want to look at. I don't have to worry about what the camera is focused on. Anyway, I think Hamlin won this race like 4 times in a row back in the 2010s. It seems like it. I don't know if it was 4 times in a row, but it definitely seems like it. Twitter situation is worse now. Not only can I not DM anyone without paying, but I also can't post for a whole day. I did absolutely nothing wrong. I had about enough of their mess, says Bumblebee. So yeah, Bumblebee has gotten into some type of Twitter timeout over something. So I don't know. Looks like I feel like they're just they're messing with you. You've probably upset one of the Twitter overlords over there. Let's see. William Wagaman turned golf courses into racetracks, motocross, off-road, oval dirt tracks, says William Wagaman. So there you go. He's got a contingency plan for golf courses. Looks like NASCAR will finally have a race not impacted by rain. That's a positive for sure, right? First since Sonoma, first time for NBC this season period. So yeah, there you go. He who, what's up? He who, peace, my friend. Octopus, golf is so much better when you use baseball bats instead of golf clubs. Hey, there you go. If you've never seen how far a Titleist goes off the end of a Louisville Slugger, give it a shot. William Wagaman, that's right. On there, hit more golf clubs, says William Wagaman. I didn't know you were a Gavigan fan, EB. What a small world. Rob and I go way back. Says Roofer, I love and I don't like Denny at the same time. It's weird. So is Denny. Also have a weird feeling he'll win. Then it means it will be a weird race. I'm still banned from Twitter, says Roofer. The truck race was pretty exciting. KFB past time. Oh, yeah. So win number 100 for Kyle Busch in the truck series, I think, or Kyle Busch Motorsports in the truck series, I think, to get KBM its 100th win. Yeah, so Kyle Busch Motorsports got 100 wins. I saw something about that in Best. I was in Orange County last night, so I didn't see any of that race. And I was at the day before. We were practicing pretty late too, so I haven't seen anything TV wise since Thursday. Haven't been able to do anything other than racetrack stuff since Thursday either. So let's see. Dev Finch make a new one. LOL. Wow, no rain on the radar. I'm amazed. Yeah, for once. Twitter didn't like me a week or two ago. Oh, talking about make a new account, says Dev Finch. Twitter didn't like me a week ago. Thus, I have a brand new account with the actual say cow, not cow handle. So there you go. There you go. Ban evasion, I think is what that's called. Very frowned upon. You should not do that. Terms of service on a YouTube make me say that. So there you go. All right, so let's jump back over here because I didn't really go over the odds. I guess I should go look at the odds. So we did look at Eric Almirola. He's probably going to be your best long shots. But who else down here has some interesting odds? Earth 2. So the battle for Earth 2 is, according to Vegas, is going to be between JJ Yaley, BJ McLeod, and Ty Dillon. I feel like that is a probably a fair statement to make from Vegas's part here, or at least BetMGM. Next on that tier list is going to be Cole Custer, Noah Gragson, Todd Gilliland, and Harrison Burton. So probably the real question is one of these, who can upset JJ Yaley or BJ McLeod or Ty Dillon for last place? Will it be Cole Custer, Noah Gragson, Todd Gilliland, or Harrison Burton? That's going to be a coin flip there. Yeah, it looks like the best odds for somebody to actually win the race, though, on Earth 1, the Earth we live on, would be Eric Almirola at plus 20,000. He's looking like the best odds. Brad Keselowski at plus 5,000, though, and Daniel Suarez at plus 4,000 are pretty interesting as well. But yeah, so no real interesting odds from Vegas. You have to go if you want some strange things. You probably have to go to the prop bet and stuff for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, I think the favorite here would probably be, as far as manufacturer, probably Toyota is probably getting the best action. So if you want to go contrarian, you would go Chevy Ford because I think most people are going to go Toyota at this track. Let's see here. I think Ross is due to take out a couple of people today. He's been too quiet for a few weeks. Says say Kyle. He might be. It might be about time. Oh yeah, I predicted 8 wins across the series. Right? Y'all called me crazy. 5 so far, and we aren't even into August yet. Says Roofer. I didn't think you were crazy. I thought it was aggressive, but I never doubt Kyle Busch. He might. There are some seasons he might get 8 just in the Cup Series. So I never doubt Kyle Busch getting 8 to 10 wins in a year. That never sounds crazy to me. I really liked Pocono doubleheader, but was okay with axing it for a Gateway Cup date. Yeah, so maybe Pocono doesn't need 2 races, but yeah, so and they don't have them anymore. But you know what I'm saying. So yeah, back in the day, and that's what I'm saying. Like I like all these racetracks. I don't want any racetrack to lose a race, but the racetracks that have 2 races, I'm okay with them losing one of those races as long as that race goes to a market that has always supported racing or something like that. I'm feeling either RFK car today, says Walter Flair. So yeah, we didn't look at. Let's see here. Where is Busher at here? Chris Busher has an average finish of 22.8. He has one top 10, has led 9 laps, so he can get to the front. This is since 2020, by the way. So since 2020. But yeah, Keselowski by far the better numbers as far as that group goes. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt either one. If you think Burton and Jr. Get up there in their calls, I've never been watching the Aussie racing, and they can scream too. I can handle them. At least they're not British, says Robin Marks. So there you go. I'm feeling. Oh yeah, I just read that one. Like say, watching IndyCar Iowa yesterday made me think IndyCar would race slightly better at Richmond, and NASCAR would race slightly better at Iowa than Richmond, says Napa Racing fan. I don't know. I'm just not knowledgeable enough about IndyCar, so I just watch it. Kind of when nothing else is on, just to be real. Who you got for Fantasy BB? I'm running 4, 5, 8, 11, 19, and 24. Those all look pretty good. I don't know that I would change any of that. That looks pretty solid to me. But I can run fantasy. I always just did average finish. So let me average finish it real quick. For average finish, Larson, Harvick, Keselowski, Byron, Truex, Almirola, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin. Skip that one because it's Matt Kenseth, Darrell Wallace Jr., Chase Elliott, and Austin Dillon. So Austin Dillon at 15.4, I think would be either your 10th or 11th one. I can't remember how many drivers because I had to throw out Clint Boyer and Matt Kenseth because obviously they're not in this race. So there you go. But yeah, all the drivers you mentioned there, you've got listed there, are in the top 10 in average finish. So I like your pick, your setup there. Toyota is at 599 wins in NASCAR's top three series. We'll see if they get 600 today. So there you go. This could be win number 600 for Toyota. That would be another milestone for them as well. And it's a good track for that to happen because, like I said, it's pretty much favored them here recently. As long as we keep one Pocono date, especially for the fact it's my home track, I'm good, says Napa fan. Yeah, so I'm with that too. I like the track. I just think most of these tracks that have 2 races, probably it would be okay to move one of those races somewhere else. My fantasy is me in a car winning the race, says Juan Camillo. So yeah, no doubt about that. I think that's a lot of people's. Jordan Bianchi suggested Cup go to Iowa. Cup going to Iowa is finally gaining traction again, says Napa Racing fans. So yeah, I think a lot of people will be on board with that. Why did you not put Ty Dillon on pole to win, says OJ and Toothpaste? I don't know. I guess we could do an Earth 2 poll. Looks like Larson Busch at 43% and Hamlin, the single driver, at 28%. So that's looking like that's going to be that. So we're going to end that one. Let's see. Say Kyle, OJ, we know he's going to lead every lap and win by 28 seconds. So got to try to keep the polls interesting. So say Kyle, talking about Ty Dillon on Earth 2. Let's see. F1 was on this morning. Verstappen got his 7th consecutive win. I'm shocked. Red Bull's 12 consecutive wins. Says Camaro 50. How did Daniel Ricciardo do? Because I didn't. It was a late night. I didn't wake up in time to watch that one. So how did Ricciardo do? If anybody knows in the comments, let me know. Truex or Harvick or Kyle Busch, says Robin Marks. If I'm picking out of that group just based on statistics, I'm going with Kyle Busch, then Truex, then Harvick. But that's just statistics. F1 from since 2020, I should say. F1 has become the Red Bull Racing Series this year. I mean, that's what F1 does. Ferrari ran hot for a long time. Then it was Mercedes, and now it's Red Bull. So Red Bull just came out with a hypercar, by the way. So I saw that. That was pretty interesting. So Red Bull now actually selling cars itself. Camaro 50, yes, it has. Earth 2 polls, please. All right, so there we go. We'll throw up the Earth 2 poll. Start a poll. Who wins on Earth 2? And who can upset these three? I got JJ Yaley, Tyrone Dillon, BJ McLeod. His real name's Tyler, I think. So, but Tyrone's funny. It's hilarious. It's good. It's good fun. Cole Custer or Noah Gregson? That's a tough one. You know what? I hate hard decisions, so we're just going to put them together. There we go. I put the two upsets in there and then the three favorites on Earth 2. So there you go. Ricardo finished 13th. So he didn't finish in the points. That stinks. Let's see. I can't blame Mercedes now for the series losing fans, says Juan Camille. Yeah, now it's Red Bull's fault. They made a deal with Mercedes to reverse spots. So there you go. Nobody has the 12 winning today. I'm just going off the no, I'm not picking him, but I'm just going off statistics. That's what I always do. But you can never count out Penske at Pocono. Like they show up sometimes. Like I said, most of those Brad Keselowski finishes were with the Penske emblem, so no doubt about that. More like the Max Verstappen series lately, says Napa Racing fan. I didn't think about Blaney. He might be a solid pick. So we'll hop back over there and look and see what Blaney is doing. Let's see here. Where is Blaney? Where is Blaney? Where in the world is Ryan Blaney? Man, is he even on this? Like, is he even on the list here? Did they put him? Did MGM leave Ryan Blaney off this list? Nope, I just can't read. There you go. Plus 1,200 for MGM. So let's look at his actual statistics for YRB. And with an average finish of 15.6, he is 15th, but you got to remove 2. So he's 13th among active drivers. Since 2020, he has 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, and has led 28 laps. He is driving a Penske car. Penske is probably second to Toyota as far as being good at this racetrack. So, yeah, Ryan Blaney is probably going to be in the mix. So there are his numbers. I still don't understand Earth 2, says Stupid Roofer. Earth 2 is simply the reverse of Earth 1. So if you win all the time on Earth 1, you're not good on Earth 2, with the exception of Dale Earnhardt and Richard Petty. We've made an exception for them. They have to be good on all Earths. So basically, Ty Dillon. We'll just go Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon is would be like a 6 or 7 time champion on Earth 2, whereas on Earth 1, Ty Dillon doesn't get the best results on Earth 1 because of the equipment. We're not here to trash any drivers, so it is what it is. We only trash teams by calling that equipment trash. So somebody has to be trashed. So it is what it is. If somebody gets in their feelings about it, I'm so sorry. Let's see here. Who do you have finishing last BB back marker, going back marker things, or a top 20 driver? That's what I'm concerned about. Whose brakes are going to fail or something? Because Pocono is hard on equipment. I've got like Noah Gregson as my wild card to upset one of these guys finishing in the back. Noah Gregson has had the worst season of anybody I've ever seen. Just bad luck. Nothing he's really done. Just he's just had horrible luck. So if anybody can upset him, I'm going with Noah Gregson there. And it looks like 47% are going with the combo of Cole Custer, Noah Gregson for the upset as well. So yeah, that's I'm going Noah Gregson there. Let's see. Noah for the win, says Robin Marks. Stupid Roofer, Earth 2 is exactly like your left and right hand, exactly the same, but polar opposites, says Glockopus. So there you go. That's another way, a good way of putting it. Hi, y'all, from Sandpoint. What's up, Cassandra? Good to see you on here. Let's see. Napa Racing fan. I thought Justin Haley to Rick Ware story, dude. When they told Napa was an Earth 2 headline, when they told me that had happened, I was like, oh, that's a BS site. There's no way that's true. I was like, what site put that out there? And he said NASCAR.com. I was like, oh damn, like this is real. I was like, that's crazy. So yeah, I didn't believe it at all when I heard it either. Just because I didn't. I don't know. It was so crazy. Why is everything going crazy? Nothing is working on my end now. All right, I'm just got to roll. My chat thing's not working, so I just got to go with what I got. Hi, Roofer. Hi, Robin. What's up, BB? What's up, Cassandra? Napa Racing Fan 927. Michigan with more horsepower is downright dangerous. Uh, well, it wouldn't be for tracks like that. They just need more horsepower at the tracks, like short tracks and stuff like that. Do you like the Chevy SSR truck, BB? Says OJ and Toothpaste. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it like a lot of people hate it. But the Dodge Prowler, I wasn't a big fan of. But for whatever reason, I liked that truck when it first came out. Looking back on it now, it doesn't look as cool as I thought it looked back then, but I still don't hate it. Like a lot of people are like, that's the ugliest thing ever made. I was like, I've seen a lot of uglier cars, and I still kind of like it. So I'm in the niche community that actually likes the SSR. So yeah, I've got bad taste. Howdy, Cassandra from Idaho, correct? Says Robin Marks. Yep, I think she is from Idaho, originally from Coeur d'Alene, but now she checked in, and I can't scroll back up to see where she's checking in from today. Good Lord, where would Jeremy Mayfield be on Earth 2? Says Stupid Roofer. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. He would probably be leading, I don't know, something anti-narcotic related. There's the yellow check we're looking for. Anyway, Glockenflip says the fastest track on schedule. They're doing 220 in turn 1. Yeah, Michigan is fast for sure. I really hope there isn't a brake failure today. Me too. It seems like there's always in turn 1, and honestly, the only time I worry about a driver legitimately getting injured. Yeah, hopefully, if there is a brake failure, whoever has it remembers to turn up into the wall and not turn down, and make the car go even faster. And it's just not good. Got to turn up when you have your brake failures. Add that track. I'll take victories from either AJ or Suarez. Yeah, I like Suarez here too. I think he could be another sleeper. AJ Allmendinger, always dangerous. Who earlier this week lost a young female fan to cancer, or Christopher Bell. Yeah, I saw that, Matt Hunter. Good point bringing that up. Christopher Bell, my championship pick as good possible outcomes. I do like your picks as well, and yeah, I did see the thing about the little girl. That was super sad. So hopefully they can get a win or just a good finish so they can talk about that on TV, or at least he just runs good so they can talk about it on TV. Racing in general is dangerous. Increasing horsepower would make better racing. Says Napa Racing Fan. Not there. They're doing 225 plus in turn 1. Yeah, so it would just have to be for certain tracks. Like I think increasing the horsepower at short tracks would definitely help. Blowing a tire there can now off you. Yes, I'm fair north, and I'm farther north in Idaho. Says Cassandra. Do you think Justin Haley will win a championship for Rick Ware Racing in the future? On Earth 2, maybe. Earth 1, I do feel like Rick Ware Racing is starting to get serious about it. And I think there's just a lot of stuff in motion. I think there's a good chance Stewart Haas Racing goes to a different manufacturer within the next 2 or 3 years. And to shore that up, I think I could see Ford and RFK bringing Rick Ware into the alliance a little more tighter than they are now. And with Justin Haley, basically, if you go the F1 route, why is my scale not working today? This is aggravating. There we go. Got it working again. All right. So, yes. So, and would bring them closer into the fold when Stewart Haas Racing goes to another manufacturer. It's nothing I know about or anything like that. It's just a feeling I got. I feel like Tony Stewart is just over Ford for multiple reasons, which I probably should make a video about. I don't know. Let's see. 225 plus horsepower would be exciting, but I get your point. Maybe at least 750 or 800 for Michigan. How do these cars handle bumps? Will Noah's brakes fall off? That's a good question. Legacy has not had good build quality. They've gone to the Yugo School of Manufacturing for some of their stuff this year. I don't know what you mean on the SSR. I feel like I'm the only person in the world that thought the CO2. I like the car tomorrow too. Like I'm a big car tomorrow fan. If the diecast didn't cost so much money, I would have more of them. But I do have 2 or 3 back there. Ride the wall like Ross last year, who rode close to the wall because it was less space to get there. I can't remember. Same power for Michigan, but more downforce. The drag will keep speeds down, but let drivers use all of the track. There's only one line through the corners at Michigan. I think that's the current problem there. There's a rumor that AJ wants to step back down to Xfinity, if that's the case. Yeah, because in my opinion, because he just had a child. Who would take the 16? Austin Hill is rumored to take the 31. Who would take the 16? Shane Van Gisbergen would be probably my first pick as far as that goes. SSR is a weird one. I didn't have a supercharged 327. Ugly vehicle. I didn't have a supercharged 327. Ugly vehicle, but that thing was solid, says Roofer. I don't know if they have ever had a supercharged version or not. I know they did have the 320, the 5.3, 327 in it. Should Hendrick kick Bowman out and put SVG in the 48, says OJ and Toothpaste? I don't know. I feel like Alex Bowman's a pretty good race car driver, so I wouldn't kick him out. More horsepower makes the high side work. That's true. That's true. They lack horsepower enough to get the high line working. You can see a high horsepower difference with SRX cars, 100%. I do agree with that, Mark Barnum. NASCAR needs to quit cutting costs and focus on safety and improving the racing product, mostly at short tracks. I agree. That should be their main focus. Yard work is easy when hearing the wisdom of BB, says Sonny V. LOL, good to hear from 1,000. Honestly, just bring the Garage 56 package. Hey, there you go. Garage 56 forever. Then we don't have to worry about any tracks having lights because the cars have headlights. So no way that could go wrong. Let's see. Cassandra is saying, hey to Mark. And Mark saying, hey to Cassandra. I just want a good race today, says 1,000. Yeah, I hopefully it's a good Pocono race, or at least just a good finish. I want to see what SVG can do on short tracks. So I'm just going with what Marcus Ambrose, when he first came in, and what sort of he gravitated to as far as, and Michigan, or not Michigan, but I think he was actually good at Michigan too, though. But Richmond was the short track that Marcus Ambrose was best at. So whatever Michigan whatever Richmond. Thanks, Glock. I'm talking about Michigan solely now. But yeah, so whatever Richmond has going on, that seemed to play to Marcus Ambrose. So it'll be interesting if it plays toward SVG when he gets over here to race in the Cup Series, because I feel like it's a stone cold lead pipe lock that he's coming over to the Cup Series. And Clark was saying, "You're welcome." Thank you, Glock. Let's see here. Back of the field for SVG, says Cassandra. Probably at some tracks he will struggle heavily, some round tracks, but I think Richmond could be, because of how Marcus Ambrose ran well there. I think that might be one track that he perks up. And even AJ Allmendinger was always really good at Richmond. So for whatever reason, people that grew up with a heavier background of racing on road courses and stuff like that, Richmond seems to play to their favor. Anyone remember 2018 where AJ Allmendinger retired full-time, became an IMSA analyst for NBC, was on NASCAR America show at times? I do remember that. He was there calling the 24 Hours of Daytona. I remember that. SVG is always going to be associated with a 91. Got to keep him there. I think Trackhouse would probably be his first pick as well. I was watching SVG highlight on Twitter the other day. That thing blew my mind. Is they had actual working headlights and taillights, and yeah. Supercars have it going on, man. So if you don't want to check out any other channel racing wise, definitely check out the V8 Supercar channel, or the Virgin, or I think they just call it Supercars now. I will forever call it V8 Supercars. It's just the way it is. Hayden Deegan goes 1 for 1 in motocross yesterday. I grew up in Michigan, been dozens of NASCAR and Indy, even the 96 US 500. So there you go. And I got you. I do remember that conversation. I just saw Deegan win that race on USA. Okay, so they're playing motocross on USA again today. Napa says, Mark Barnum, I need help with my NASCAR fantasy drivers. Can you give me good drivers to pick today? Says Team Penske fan. I sure can. So here's your top 10 average finish. You got Kyle Larson, Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., Eric Almirola, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, Bubba Wallace, and Chase Elliott. So throw out the two that aren't racing, and then Chase Elliott and Bubba Wallace are going to be your 9th and 10th pick. Skip again for Kurt Busch, and Austin Dillon is going to be 11th. Ryan Blaney is going to be 12th. So some combination of that, but definitely I would have Larson, Harvick, Keselowski, and Byron, and Truex. I would have to have them in my mix somewhere. Eric Almirola is probably going to be a good spoiler pick here. So yeah, and this could be the day. And Denny Hamlin has basically very similar statistics to Alex Bowman. So Denny Hamlin and Alex Bowman, don't sleep on either one of those guys. I don't think anybody's sleeping on Denny Hamlin, but they might be sleeping on Alex Bowman. This is one of his better tracks as well. Mark Barnum says that kid is a beast. SVG is ours now. LOL. He's American, says Roofer. Maybe Haley Deegan should have stuck to dirt, supercross or motocross. She just had a 13th, so I don't know. She started poorly. She's just got to work on her restarts as far as short track stuff goes, or circle track stuff goes. LOL. And Roofer says, say Kyle, America has adopted SVG. Gloctopus says, I have this meme with SVG being flanked by bald eagles and draped in an American flag. We need to get a jump start on his U.S. citizenship with the screening of Team America, World Police. That is a great movie. Chase Elliott totally messed up qualifying yesterday. Yeah, didn't he wreck? I think I saw somebody post that he wrecked in qualifying. I understand getting 3 cars out there a lap for time purposes. Hopefully the race will go off on time. Weather isn't in Pocono today. Rainy and a high of 76. Rain is supposed to stop around 1:30. So hopefully the rain stops and they get it off on time. I understand getting 3 cars out there on the lap at the same time, but the 38 and the 9 spins yesterday and messed up other laps. Yep, that's always at South Boston they do that. They call it Euro qualifying. And if one guy messes up, as far as circle tracks go, it doesn't work out because then you lose the lap for the guys that don't mess up. I may be crazy, but I feel like Deegan will continue to flounder in trucks, but will actually do good if she ever gets to Xfinity. I'm with you on that one. For whatever reason, her driving style and trucks don't agree. Chase spun in qualifying, didn't hit anything. And that being said, I'm not saying she's going to go to Xfinity and win 12 or 13 races. I'm just saying I think she'll be much better in an Xfinity Series car. Chase spun in qualifying, didn't hit anything, but may have damage on the underbody from towing the car back on flats. That's the worst. Napa get a jump start on his U.S. citizenship by showing him the Earl episode where Pierre returns to America. One of my favorites. I like the one where Earl's teaching the class how to speak English, and because he's doing a good thing by teaching them how to speak English for free, they end up saving him at the end of the episode. I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but that's one of my favorite Earl episodes as well. I saw this small car in Australia. They call it Aussie racing cars. They love racing down under. Oh, for sure. Great market. Lots of series. But love these minis. I want one. Yeah. Yep. The old Austin minis were pretty cool. There's something off with Chase Elliott. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. Hopefully he gets out of his funk and gets going again as a person. I've heard a couple people that are Chase Elliott fans say that there's something off with him. So I don't know. Hopefully he gets back. He gets the ship righted. A couple of weeks ago, I was convinced Chase wouldn't make it. I don't dislike him, but yeah, it just hasn't gone his way. Let's see here. Chase Elliott hit the apron in turn 2 and spun out. We're going to have to replace his Vegemite with Nutty Buddy bars and butter. He will have an American accent in no time. And yeah, probably a gut if he's eating a bunch of Nutty Buddies. Trucks are hold it wide open and see where you go. Xfinity, you got to use the throttle and brakes to control the race car, says Mark Barnum. That might be part of the issue for sure. All right, stay on here a couple more minutes. My voice is going. So we're going to have to cut this one short. But I will be on here later tonight. But for whatever reason, the voice is not working right now. I guess too much screaming at the racetrack last night over top of the cars. But stay on here for a minute more, and then we'll hop off. How much of Elliott's struggles are on him? The 9 team could be holding him back some. Yesterday's qualifying incident was on him. Yeah, he just seems bummed out, like for whatever reason. Like he just seems down on himself. Like he doesn't seem like super popular. Let's see here. So it looks like Noah and Custer took this one, so I'm going to end this one, and I'll do a manufacturer poll that I'll forget to close out as we leave here. So who wins? Toyota. Spelled that wrong as always. So there you go. Who is going to be the winning manufacturer today? I'll throw that up there. Let's see here. People were saying on Reddit yesterday that Chase sounded like he was on some pills after the race. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully not. Poll winning manufacturers. Yeah, I just put that up there, Kyle. Tea with honey will help your throat. Yeah, I'll probably get it going here later today. I got some fisherman's lozenges. I'll get a hold of here later. Enjoy your day. Remember Hamlin wins. Yeah, this is definitely a good track for him. Juan, without a doubt, I think he's got to be the clear favorite. Let's clear this up. The best female driver is Joanna Long. Says Stupid Roofer. Probably of the modern, more recent era, but I think there have been better ones in the past. Yes, that Earl episode you mentioned, where he made fun of people's accents. They saved him from getting kicked out of the motel, I think. Yeah, and they knew how to find the motel because that was that was the only address he could teach them how to say or something. In basic training, our sergeant carried around one of those honey bears in his pocket. He would just do it raw honey. I might do that because I got some honey. I have to warm it up and unstick it because honey gets hard sometimes. You gotta put it in boiling water to get it loosened back up. So I have to do that. Roofer, you've been on the sunny roof too long. LOL, says Mark Barnum. You remember the story of the waitress that won a beer sales competition and sued because they gave her a Yoda instead of the advertised toy Yoda. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I hadn't heard that one. I'll have to check with that. Oh, Camaro, appreciate you, buddy, with the super chat. Enjoy the race today, everyone. Thank you, Camaro. Very kind of you. Roofer saying LOL about being on the roof too long and getting hot. Mark Barnum saying Denny sucks. He might, but this is definitely a good racetrack for him. I think we're missing someone. I haven't heard Denny sucks. Someone needs to say it. So yeah, we'll probably see that in the one tonight. But that is going to be it for me on this one. We made it close to an hour before the voice gave up. So that's we made some progress. But we'll get the full thing in tonight after the race. So I will see y'all then. Good luck to your driver, and may your bets all come through. Thanks for your time. Peace.